just been confirmed at Manchester United. Urgent update confirmed just minutes ago. Unexpected news has just leaked, Manchester United fans. 3 major developments are now shaking Old Trafford and the excitement is real. One inquiry for a Premier League star, another shock twist involving a young striker making headlines across Europe, and a new target from France who could soon be wearing the famous red shirt. What do all these moves mean for United's season and future ambitions? You're going to want to follow every second of this, as we reveal what's really happening behind the scenes and why fans are buzzing across Manchester. Make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss any crucial updates from the club you love. Alexander Isak has become the main focus of transfer talk among Manchester United supporters, and with good reason. In the past few days, United have made an inquiry to Newcastle United about the Swedish striker, hoping to secure one of the most impressive forwards in the Premier League. Alexander Isak has caught the attention of many top clubs, but United's move signals a new level of intent from the Old Trafford board. With the team searching for a true goal scorer to lead the line, many see Isak as the missing piece, capable of bringing pace, power, and goals to the side. The story begins with United's desire to rebuild their attack after a season that saw the team struggle for goals. The scouting department and management believe that Alexander Isak's style, quick, strong, and technically gifted, is the perfect fit for the kind of football the club wants to play going forward. Known for his ability to get behind defenders and finish chances with both feet, Isak's arrival would instantly make United's front line more dangerous and unpredictable, something fans have been craving for years. Manchester United's inquiry came as a surprise to many, as Newcastle have shown no intention of selling their star striker, especially to a direct rival. Newcastle see Isak as central to their own ambitions, and the club have put a high price tag on the player, hoping to deter potential suitors. Despite this, United decided to test the waters, showing that they are willing to push the boundaries to bring top talent to Old Trafford. This boldness has sent a message to fans and the wider football world. Manchester United are ready to spend big and make big decisions. For Alexander Isak, the situation is complicated. While he has enjoyed his time at Newcastle, he is well aware of the historic pull of Manchester United. Every young player dreams of playing at Old Trafford, walking out in front of 75,000 supporters and fighting for trophies. The pressure and expectation are huge, but so is the opportunity to become a legend. Isak knows that a move to United would bring a new level of attention and expectation, but it would also offer him a chance to write his name into the history books. Inside Old Trafford, the potential arrival of Alexander Isak has sparked debate. Some believe the club should focus on nurturing younger, less established players who can grow into superstars. Others argue that United need a proven Premier League goalscorer now, someone who can make an instant impact and turn tight games into victories. Isak, with his combination of youth and experience, seems to offer the best of both worlds, making him the ideal candidate to spearhead United's attack for years to come. Newcastle, meanwhile, are playing hardball. The club have made it clear they have no plans to sell, but they also know that every player has his price. With the financial power Manchester United can bring to the table, there is always a chance that the right offer could force a rethink. Supporters on Tyneside are nervous, knowing that the club's ambitions rely heavily on keeping their best players, and losing Isak to a rival would be a massive blow. Behind the scenes, United's management team is working around the clock. There have been meetings with agents, talks with intermediaries, and a careful assessment of how Isak would fit into the current squad. The coaching staff are already discussing tactical adjustments, imagining how the team would look with Isak's movement and finishing ability added to the mix. It's not just about the goals he would bring, but the confidence and swagger that comes from having a top-class striker leading the line. The reaction from United fans has been overwhelmingly positive. Social media is filled with excitement, hope, and debate. Many believe that signing Alexander Isak would be a sign that Manchester United are truly back among Europe's elite, ready to compete with the very best. Others are cautious, warning that big money signings don't always guarantee success, and that the club needs to build carefully, not just throw money at problems. As negotiations continue, one thing is clear: United are not afraid to aim high. This inquiry, whether successful or not, proves that the club is serious about rebuilding and ready to fight for the top players. Even if Newcastle refuse to sell, the attempt alone shows ambition and determination. In the end, the future of Alexander Isak remains uncertain. Will he stay at Newcastle and continue his development there, or will the lure of Old Trafford prove too strong to resist? One thing is certain, Manchester United are making moves, and the football world is watching. Supporters can only wait and hope that this bold approach brings the success everyone at the club craves. With all eyes on Alexander Isak, there is a growing sense that this moment could become a turning point for Manchester United's transfer ambitions. If the club can somehow convince Newcastle to negotiate, and if Isak himself feels ready to accept the challenge of leading the line at Old Trafford, it would mark a new era of boldness for United. The pressure is on the board to deliver a marquee signing that excites the fans and lifts the mood around the stadium. Benjamin Iko has quickly become a name on the lips of Manchester United fans up and down the country, and his story has gripped supporters and football experts alike. At just 21 years old, the Slovenian striker has made an impressive impact at RB Leipzig, catching the attention of scouts and managers across Europe, but none more so than those at Old Trafford. Iko's journey has been marked by determination, skill, and an ability to rise to big occasions, making him one of the most promising young centre-forwards in the game today. It was only a matter of time before Manchester United set their sights firmly on Benjamin Iko. The club's recruitment team had been tracking his progress for months, watching as he developed his game in the Bundesliga and showcased his talents on the European stage. Standing at over 6'4", Iko combines height and strength with a surprising turn of pace. He's known for his clever movement, sharp finishing, and a maturity that belies his years. There's a sense among coaches that he could, with the right support, become one of Europe's best strikers in the years to come. United's interest in Iko was never a secret. With a forward line in need of a fresh spark and a goal scorer who could lead the team into a new era, Iko ticked all the boxes. Club officials saw in him the sort of raw potential that could be molded into something truly special. Supporters, especially those who have watched generations of United forwards come and go, recognized that same promise, a player who could be built around, someone who might one day lead the line in front of the Stretford end and become a new Old Trafford favourite. What made the story truly captivating was Iko's own response to the mounting speculation. With so much attention, many expected him to make the jump to the Premier League or another top league straight away, but he chose a different path. In a decision that surprised many, Benjamin Iko opted to stay at RB Leipzig for the immediate future. He committed his next chapter to the German side, choosing to continue his development in the Bundesliga instead of taking a potentially rushed step to England. This move showed real maturity, proving he was willing to wait for the right moment rather than chasing instant fame or fortune. For United, this decision forced a moment of reflection. There's no doubt that missing out on a player of Iko's caliber stings, especially given the club's urgent need for goals and fresh attacking options. Many within the club saw him as the ideal long-term investment, not just a signing for now, but someone who could be the focal point of United's attack for a decade. His combination of physical attributes, intelligence, and determination would have fit perfectly into the club's ethos of developing talent and building for the future. Inside the club, there has been a quiet sense of admiration for Iko's choice. United officials understand how important it is for young players to feel ready for the pressures of a club as big as Manchester United. The board and recruitment team have faced criticism in the past for signing big names who failed to live up to their price tag or were rushed before they were truly prepared for the spotlight. Iko's insistence on developing at his own pace and in his own environment has been seen by many as the mark of a future superstar. Amongst the fanbase, reactions have been mixed but largely understanding. There's a genuine desire to see young talents like Iko brought to Old Trafford, but also a recognition that these things cannot be forced. Some supporters feel a sense of frustration, worrying that another great prospect has slipped through the net, especially as rivals continue to strengthen their squads. Others take heart in the fact that United are still able to attract the attention of top young players and are making their intentions clear in the transfer market. For Benjamin Iko himself, the decision to remain in Germany seems to have brought a sense of peace and focus. He has spoken openly about his ambition to play at the highest level, but has also said that he wants to do so when he feels fully prepared, both physically and mentally. Such honesty has been welcomed by pundits and supporters alike, who recognize that making the leap to a club like United is not something to be taken lightly. The Premier League brings with it enormous pressure and expectation, and it is crucial that a young player arrives ready for the challenge. Manchester United have made it clear that their interest in Iko is not over. The club will continue to track his progress closely, keeping open lines of communication with his representatives and Leipzig. There is hope that, when the time is right, they will be first in line to bring him to Old Trafford. For now, however, the club must turn their attention elsewhere, searching for other options to bolster their attack and give the team the firepower it needs for the upcoming season. Behind the scenes, the recruitment team are working tirelessly to identify the next target. There is an acceptance that patience is sometimes required in the transfer market, and that building a team capable of challenging for trophies is a process, not something that can be completed overnight. Randal Kolo Muani has become one of the most talked about names in European football this summer, and his possible move to Manchester United has created a real sense of excitement and curiosity amongst the supporters. The French striker, currently under contract with Paris Saint-Germain, is seen as an attacker with the perfect blend of power, speed, and technical skill. For United, who are searching for the right player to lead the line and bring a new edge to their attack, Kolo Muani's profile is both fascinating and full of promise. The journey of Randal Kolo Muani is a story of hard work, perseverance, and rising above the odds. Growing up in Bondy, a suburb of Paris known for producing talented footballers, he always dreamed of playing at the highest level. His early days at Nantes were not easy, but his commitment and desire set him apart. Bit by bit, he earned his place in the first team, and soon he was making headlines for his performances in Ligue 1. It was there that his unique style of play, combining strength, agility, and a willingness to run at defenders, began to catch the eye of scouts across Europe. His success at Nantes soon attracted the attention of Paris Saint-Germain, and it wasn't long before he made the high-profile move to the French capital. However, with so many world-class forwards at PSG, breaking into the starting 11 proved to be a tough challenge. Rather than sit on the bench, Kolo Muani made the bold decision to seek regular football elsewhere, accepting a loan move that would give him the chance to prove himself once again. His spell away from PSG was hugely successful. He scored important goals, provided assists, and showed that he could perform against some of the best defenders in Europe. It is this drive and determination that has put Randal Kolo Muani on Manchester United's radar. The club's recruitment team, always searching for the next big talent, have watched him closely, impressed by his work rate and versatility. United's manager and coaching staff see him as a player who could fit perfectly into their style of play. His ability to press high up the pitch, create space for others, and threaten with his direct running would bring a new dimension to United's forward line. The possibility of Kolo Muani joining Manchester United has certainly set tongues wagging amongst fans. Many remember times when the club brought in exciting forwards who changed the direction of the team and became legends in the red shirt. Supporters see Kolo Muani as someone who, if given the opportunity and the right environment, could flourish in the Premier League and bring the excitement back to Old Trafford. They imagine him linking up with creative midfielders, running at rival defenders, and finishing off moves in front of the Stretford end. Behind the scenes, negotiations are always complex and require patience. Manchester United are known for doing things properly, making sure every signing is the right fit for both the present and the future. With Randal Kolo Muani, there are several options being discussed. Some reports suggest a loan-to-buy deal might be possible, which would allow United to see how he adapts to English football before committing to a permanent transfer. This approach has worked well for other players in the past and could provide a sensible solution given the current market. For Kolo Muani himself, the prospect of moving to Manchester United would be a dream come true. He knows the history of the club and understands what it means to play in the Premier League. The chance to test himself against the best teams, play under the floodlights at Old Trafford, and be part of a passionate fanbase is something he has always hoped for. At 26, he is entering the prime years of his career, and many believe he is ready to take that next step and prove himself at the very highest level. The reaction from United fans has been overwhelmingly positive. Many feel that Kolo Muani is exactly the kind of signing needed to add pace, unpredictability, and a new spark to the attack. Some supporters are excited by his ability to play in different positions across the front line, meaning he can adapt to various tactical setups and give the manager more options. Others simply look forward to seeing a new face with the hunger to succeed and the drive to make a name for himself in English football. United's coaching staff have already started thinking about how to get the best out of Kolo Muani. They believe his skill set would complement the current squad, allowing him to work with both experienced players and promising youngsters. There is a feeling that, with the right guidance and support, he could become a key figure in the team's push for silverware. The manager has spoken privately about the need for fresh energy and new ideas up front, and Kolo Muani fits the profile perfectly. As the summer transfer window progresses, the eyes of the football world remain fixed on Manchester United and their pursuit of Randal Kolo Muani. The club is determined to act swiftly and decisively, making sure they do not miss out on a player who could make a genuine difference. The negotiations are ongoing, and while nothing is ever certain in football, there is growing optimism that a deal can be done. For now, Kolo Muani remains focused on his football, continuing to train and keep himself ready for whatever comes next. United's fans wait with anticipation, hopeful that soon they will see him pull on the famous red shirt and bring his unique talents to the Premier League. Conclusa. Manchester United fans, these are 3 stories that show the ambition and determination of the club to rebuild its attack and fight for glory. The inquiry for Alexander Isak shows United's willingness to go for top Premier League talent and make a real statement. Would you say yes if Isak agreed to join? The pursuit of Benjamin Iko reminds us that some of the best talents need patience and time to develop, and that the future is still full of hope. Do you think United should keep chasing Iko next year? And with Randal Kolo Muani now on the radar, the club has another exciting option to add pace and unpredictability to the front line. Should United push for Kolo Muani this summer? Let us know your answers in the comments. Your opinion matters and drives this club forward. Now that you know about Alexander Isak, Benjamin Iko, and Randal Kolo Muani, get ready for even more breaking Manchester United news. You're a loyal fan, stay proud and keep believing. Wait! Before you go, check out this breaking video from Manchester United.